Emergency deli.
Well, you could always go to Nob Hill does them too.
Oh yeah, huh?
Yeah.
Did the chickens have large talons?
I'm done talking.
I don't even get it.
Nah, no one saw Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh yeah,
You know what? Forget it. Let's do a podcast.
I'm like, why would there be talons on my rotisserie chicken? That's just dumb. Like, I don't want to chew on that.
I don't feel bad anymore. So.
What the fuck is Mike talking about? I
I
didn't get it.
Went right over my head.
And me too.
All right, welcome everybody.
Are you back? Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Hey, guys, welcome back. Guys, starting workouts. Coach Daryl, Rachel is back. It's been a while since she's been here.
Yeah.
Like a
Welcome
while.
back.
Like I think we've shot like what 5 or 6. So we did 3 that one day.
We
so.
did 3 last time.
Yeah, it's been a minute, huh? Welcome back. And we're back.
That's right.
Yeah. So, what's new, Rach?
Life. Busy. I don't even know where to start. So, I'm back. So that's all that matters.
Yeah, Rachel's here. She's here. She's apparently the dog whisperer these days.
Oh yeah, I have 4 dogs in my house right now,
So that's cool.
but I love every minute of it.
Yeah.
Every second.
Are they all small dogs?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I guess they're all small.
No,
Yeah. They're all fat.
that's good. They're
all
not moving
fluffy.
too fast
I've
then,
been,
right?
I've been giving them all like. I have 4 dogs, but I have about like 9 beds, like dog beds. So I kind of just follow them around and bring chairs and beds to wherever they want to lay.
And feed them.
This is what I do, guys.
Have you ever seen Rachel's dog like in person, not just a picture? Oh, it's the fattest, most pampered little thing ever,
He's
bro.
So now he has 3 dogs in his house, and he's like pissed. He's like, "That's my toy."
Because he's
That's
not
mine.
getting
That's
all the
mine."
treats,
Yeah,
dude.
well, I mean,
like he's got to split
He
them
still
up.
gets all of them.
Like,
I just give him all of them. Yeah, he's such a little brat though. And then I'm like, "Why is he like this?" And Sean looks at me and he goes, "You did that to him." Because I'm like,
What's his name?
Wellington.
Wellington? Like beef Wellington?
Yep, sure is.
What a
Yeah.
ham.
yeah.
Oh, he looks like a ham with like little stick legs.
Oh, dude.
So funny.
He's so fat.
He's so fat, but he's so cute.
Yeah.
Getting gray.
Fat
Shout out
dogs.
to Wellington.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, he got a shout out. Look at
Yeah.
that. Look at that.
I'm surprised he hasn't already. I feel like
Yeah.
I talked about him before.
You probably have.
Yeah.
You probably have a little fat dog. Mike, what's new with you?
Nothing. I think I got to the gym 5 times this week.
Yeah, something like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because you were here today, so that's
Yeah.
5.
And if
the
it
only
wasn't
day
for-
you missed was Tuesday.
Yeah, I guess school. But
Stupid school.
yeah, it just got in the way.
Oh.
Almost had 6.
So dumb.
That's pretty awesome.
You should quit.
I had like the best, like my dream workout this morning.
I know. Mike got to run a mile and then he got to deadlift.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was like made for
So
you.
he's like, yay.
Yeah.
I swear, I was walking
happy.
up. I was like, rubbing my eyes. Looking
can
at
this
the
be true?
floor. I was like, no way.
Is this really
he takes
happening?
it away and it's 150 burpee per time.
I even heard you say, warm up is run a mile. I was looking at your face because I thought you were joking or something. I was like, no.
Thought I was toying with him. No, it's for real, Mike.
And I barely got here on time too.
Yeah, no,
I
you
was
walked
pushing.
up and I was just about to start talking.
Yeah.
Couple of CHP officers looking for you along 580. Yeah.
Fuck you, kid, dude.
Oh, what else? What else is going on? What's new? Oh, I got a new dog.
You
Yeah.
haven't talked.
Yeah, we got a puppy.
Give her a shout out.
Yeah, she's crazy. That's all I got.
It's funny because now, for the cast iron, when you do the voice, I hear little yips in the background
Oh, for,
that I didn't hear before.
when I'm doing voice recording.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She talks a lot. She's crazy, dude. She's crazy. She's a little pit. She's a little pit bull, right? Yeah, but she's like super feisty, and yeah, she's cool. She's trying to learn, right? She's fitting in all right. Yeah, she's doing all right.
She's fitting all
She's
right.
growing up.
She is. No, she's fitting in okay.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
like we were worried, with like our older dog. Like, okay, was she gonna jive well with Cash? And he's an 11-year-old pit that's 85, 90 pounds and like full of piss and vinegar. Like, so, like I was like a little nervous, but she fit in well. He's done great with her. She bugs the shit out of him, because he's like old dog. So she's like biting at him. She's like, fuck
got all
off,
this
dude. Just
energy.
leave me alone. Like, and he'll check her. Like when she really bugs him, he's like, look, you're done right now.
I said no.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden she's like, oh, okay, cool. I'm going to go over here for a while. Like, leave you
Jeez,
alone.
you didn't have to snap it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So,
didn't want to play. You should have just said so.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. So we got little dog. So yeah, it's cool. Dalton, baseball's in full effect. So we got that going. He's actually got a game today. He's pumped because he got Buster Posey's jersey number, so he's wearing number
Nice.
28. So he's really excited about that. So that's cool. He's pumped. So he had his first like scrimmage last weekend. He hung with the big kids. He's one of the younger kids in AAA. And there's a handful of them that are doing it. And it ain't like he's the only one or anything. So I think, for those guys, Dalton, and then we got friends whose kids are playing AAA as the younger guys, like they're getting adjusted. You know what I mean? They're getting adjusted to the older kids and seeing a little bit more live pitching, like faster pitching, like it's baseball now. Like there's no like pass balls, you're scoring runs. Like it's not like okay, wait for the ball to get back to the player, and so like Dalton was excited last weekend. He gets on base and there's a pass ball, so he steals third, right? And there's another pass ball, and he ends up stealing home. It's a wild pitch, but he still, he steals home. And that was like the first thing. Did you see me steal home? Yes, I saw you steal
It
home.
counts. It would count in the World Series. It
Yeah,
counts.
no, yeah, I know. So it's cool though, man. It's fun. It's fun to. It's baseball, like you said. It's
Yeah,
baseball
he's
now,
out
so
there.
it's I mean, don't get me wrong. There's parts of it still move hella slow because it's like, oh man, this kid on the kid on the mound right now is a little rough, and you're like, as a parent, you're sitting there, you're like, oh my god,
Right.
I'd speed the game up. But it's cool. It's fun.
Is the kid thinking that too? Like, is it the kid that doesn't want to be out there? Like, just like
Sometimes, dude.
Yeah.
Really though, like at this age, he's kind of in that spot now where like if the kid's pitching, he wants to pitch. You know what I mean? It's
Okay,
the kids
yeah.
that want to. But this is going to be that hard age where it's like kids start to kind of figure out positions for kids, and not to like pigeonhole them where like this is where they're going to be for the rest of their baseball career, but you kind of start to get an idea of a kid if they're going to be able to play certain positions,
Yeah.
right? Like, ooh, this kid's probably not a pitcher, so we're not going to have him as a pitcher. Or, oh, I really want to be a catcher. Well, you miss every ball that's thrown to you. So,
The Happy Gilmore of baseball.
yeah, pretty much.
You're facing the wrong direction.
Yeah, so that was cool. Dalton actually got to catch an inning last weekend. They played 3 innings. He got to catch one of the 3 innings, which he was excited about. So that was cool. So, anyways, Big D's got a game today.
All right,
Wait,
awesome.
do they keep score now?
They will, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know when the age. Like,
Oh yeah.
they
Well, even
stop.
last year, they only
Okay.
played 1 game and they tied. But yeah, even last year they were.
Okay.
So,
I always wonder about that because everybody's keeping.
oh
score.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
even like last year, if they would have played the full season, they do playoffs in AA. So like,
Oh, okay.
yeah. I
yeah.
don't know, like COVID and everything this year. I don't think they're doing playoffs and whatever. It's like, hey, let's just get some games in. And,
Yeah, let's just be out.
yeah.
Out and play.
So, anyways, yeah. So that's I think that's about all that's going on, man. I know. Yeah, like with me, that's it. That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's up? Anything else good? Nothing else good? Any current events? Nothing.
No.
All right, let's talk.
Let's do it.
Let's get real. So today's episodes. First thing I'm going to say before we do this, and I kind of flipped the script last weekend when Mikey and I filmed some stuff, but I usually say this stuff at the end of our podcast. Give us a like, give us a review, follow us, send us to your friends. Because I know some of you guys don't make it to the end of the episode, so that's why I'll say it now. So, anyways, today, some of you guys aren't going to want to hear this. This is one of those podcasts that we're going to get real for a couple minutes, and some of you guys aren't going to want to hear what I have to say, but I think this is a message that everybody kind of needs to hear. and I'm gonna channel my inner David Goggins a little bit today, and we're gonna break it down a little real.
So glad I brought him the chicken.
Yeah.
I feel like standing behind him and going, yeah.
Not today, man. Like, honestly, all joking aside, I think a message that people need to hear is basically stop being a little bitch. Stop complaining. This is something like as coach trainer Daryl for 20 plus years now. I hear a lot of complaints, right? I do. I hear a lot of complaints from people. You always hear about why people can't do things, or this is too hard, or this isn't working, or I'm not getting results I want, or this and this. And it's everybody just wants a bitch, right? Like, stop being a little bitch. Stop. Evaluate where the fuck you're at. And like, what are you really fucking doing? Are you putting forth all the effort that you can to get to where you want to be? And it's frustrating as all get out as a coach, and it's just as a person. When when you constantly hear and see people complain, but they're not willing to make an effort to do anything to change what the fuck they're doing. It's fucking maddening. Right? It is absolutely maddening. But I think people need to like really self-evaluate and, look at what you're doing. Like, are you really doing everything that you can to get better? Are you? Because I guarantee you, if you want to put it on paper, you want me to evaluate it, I'm going to fucking call your ass out and tell you what the fuck you're not doing. Oh man, well, I couldn't work out this week. Why? Oh, because I was too busy. Really? I'll tell you, like, for us here at the gym, I got classes at 6 a.m. I got classes at 6 p.m. I guarantee you weren't at work for 12 hours and couldn't make one of those. I guarantee it. You chose not to. You chose to take your punk ass home, eat fucking ice cream, and watch fucking Netflix. Or you chose to sleep in. Right? And I've talked before, like, oh, yeah, you need your rest, you need your recovery and all that. You do, but sometimes you just need to sack the fuck up and wake up early and go to the gym. Or you need to sack the fuck up and go, hey, I'm going to eat dinner a little bit later and go to the gym. Even if you're not coming to the gym, go for a fucking run. Go for a walk. Do some push-ups at home. Like, the excuses are, like, drive me up a fucking wall. Oh, man, well, I got, a boo-boo. My fucking knee hurts. Cool. Get down and do push-ups for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I can't run. Awesome. Get on a bike. Go for a walk. Put some weights in a backpack and go fucking hike a hill. I don't know. Do something. But as you guys can tell, I'm getting kind of hot and animated right now. I've hit that point like in the last week where I think I'm just frustrated with people in general, right? And just seeing this and, hearing it. And I'm not just calling out people at the gym or people that do cast iron. I'm talking about just people in general and seeing it everywhere, like on social media, on, just in the news, and people just complaining about everything that's not right. You are 100% in fucking control and you can make things right. But people don't want to because it's fucking hard. People don't like hard. I've talked about that before, right? Why do people quit things? Why do people not want to work out? I've seen it here at the gym. Why do a lot of people quit here at the gym? Because it gets fucking difficult. Your first 3 months is fucking sunshine and rainbows. Everything's fucking easy. Ooh, I'm getting stronger. I'm getting faster. I'm losing weight. After that 3 to 6 month range where you're not fucking new at it anymore, shit gets fucking hard. Sack up. That's when it's time to really sack up and fucking get after it. But people don't want to hear that. People don't want to do that. People don't want, and that's the hard part for me as a coach, is so many people need to be handled with kid gloves. So many people don't want to hear what I'm saying right now. So many people don't want to hear that they're fucking fat and their diet is shitty because they're fucking comfortable. Well, I like my ice cream. Well, stay fucking fat then and stop complaining about being fucking fat.
I love ice cream.
Me too. I mean,
I love it. But I don't get it,
I don't get it as much as I'd like.
But I get it. Don't worry about it.
What did ice cream do to you?
I'm like, Damn, I like it.
No, but and hey,
Yeah,
and you guys know exactly what I'm saying though, right? Like
Absolutely.
it's people want to complain about everything. They want to complain about everything. Well, I'm not happy. I want to lose weight. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because if you really, truly did want to lose weight, or you did want to run faster, jump higher, lift more weights or whatever, you would do whatever the fuck it took to do that. Right? What's the name of that book?
Whatever it takes.
Holy Santa Claus shit.
Are you double checking?
I'm looking at the rest of the title.
He can't really read. He's looking for the pictures.
And a collection of interviews. I'm just kidding. Whatever it takes.
No.
What's your gym called?
For real, right?
No,
it's the same thing.
yeah.
It's it's WIT, fitness, and barbell. Whatever it takes. But most people aren't willing to do whatever it takes to hit their goals, and that's fine. That's fine. But don't tell me that's a goal of yours if it's truly not. Right? I mean, how many times you, as a coach in this gym, Rachel, have you had somebody go, I want to lift this, or I want to run this, or I want to lose this much weight? How many times does that happen? And then, well, okay, here's what you need to do.
Yeah. No, it happens way more than anyone actually probably thinks. And the more frustrating part is when, like, we'll do extra things with people. Like, I'll be like, I will get here early, and I will do this with you every day.
Right.
And then they'll do it for a few days, and then it's like, all of a sudden, oh, I got busy. I was taking time out of to help you get to your goal, and you can't even help yourself get to your goal. I can't do your goals for you. That's where I get frustrated, is like, we will do anything to help anybody. I mean, most people will. They want to see other people succeed. But those people don't want to, and you can't will motivation to people.
No.
And motivation doesn't start. You don't start when you're motivated. Motivation comes after you've begun the process. That's where another people
discipline.
are like, yeah, people are waiting for motivation to strike when that's not how it works, guys.
No.
So.
No. And that's,
I got fired up too.
I like it. I was like, let's go.
No, and it's true because, somebody gives you a goal, right? Say your goal is to lose weight. And this is one that I get all the time. Say your goal is to lose weight. And for me, like I said, I own a gym. I run cast iron workouts, the programming there. I'm doing this stuff, but I'm also a nutrition coach, right? So I work one-on-one with people and help them figure out what type of nutrition plan they should be on. I don't give people meal plans, right? I don't, because people don't stick to meal plans.
And how many
I
people
help
ask for
people figure out, like, okay, here's how you should be eating. Let's figure out how you will eat within these different parameters that I'm setting forth, right? And here's what you need to do. And as a nutrition coach, I spend a lot of time doing this with people. When people come to me here at the gym, I give a lot of that advice for free. And I say, here's what you should do. And I do this, no joke, at least 2 or 3 times a week with different people that walk up to me at the gym. Man, I need to figure out my nutrition. I need help with this. Here's what I'm doing. And I'll say, okay, do this, 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 and this, right? And then a week goes by, and I'll talk to that person again. I'll say, hey, are you doing this? Well, I did this, but this and this, these other 2 things, they're not willing to implement. Why? Because it's uncomfortable, right? People don't want uncomfortable. They don't. It's just like I said, they don't want hard. And that can be diet. It could be workout. It could just be, whatever it is. Giving up your Netflix, putting your fucking phone down at night, whatever the fuck it is that's going to stop you from hitting those goals, it's hard. It's uncomfortable, so people don't want to do it. Right? It's fucking maddening. It is absolutely maddening. And that's the part I think a lot of people don't really, truly realize they are doing. So many people in life are assholes.
Oh, yeah.
An asshole is somebody, you're an asshole that asks questions but doesn't listen to the answer. Or if I give you an answer, you don't want to accept that answer.
Or they already know it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the best.
Oh, I know.
one.
I could do that. I already know
Right.
that.
Well, or the defenders, right? The defenders are the ones that drive me fucking nuts. You're going to ask me a question about nutrition. I give you an answer, and then they go into defending what they are currently doing. Okay. Awesome.
keep doing that.
Yeah,
Right. And that's exactly
And
it.
then why did you ask me in the first place?
You asked me a question about how to progress from where you're at. You defended what you're doing, and you're not willing to make the change. Then stay fat. Be happy with where you're at then. Don't fight. You ain't got to lie to kick it. How many times do we say that, right? Like about people and their goals and what the fuck they're doing, right? Like if you are willing to make a change, then fucking do it. Make a change. If you're not happy with where you're at, let's fucking reevaluate things and really take a close look at life. Not just that 45 minutes or hour that you're working out a day. Because there's so much more to what you're trying to do and how you're trying to progress with your goals than just the 45 minutes or an hour. Right? And I've said this a million times, and it used to be my famous line when I used to do one-on-one sessions with people. People would pay me to do one-on-one training sessions as a personal trainer, right? And I would see them 3, maybe 4 days a week, right? So what's that? 3 or 4 hours a week out of 168 hours in the week. And I'd always say that my famous line to people is always the same thing. I'm really good, but I'm not that good. You got to help me when you're not here. Right? And that's it holds true. And it's look at what you're doing outside of working out, outside of the gym. You know, that could be a million different things. That could be not just the fucking food you're putting in your face, but your sleep, your recovery, your downtime. If you're sitting on your ass, could you get up and go for a walk right now? I guarantee you most people could do that. I've thrown this out there a bunch of times. What's the easiest shit I can give you to get in shape? Go for 3 10-minute walks a day. I tell people here at the gym that. I tell Cast Iron members that. I'm telling anybody who will listen that. 3 10-minute walks after you eat 3 different times during the day. Don't ask me if a half hour works one time. I said 3 separate 10-minute walks.
You could take
3 different times a day after you put food in your fucking face hole, right? It's not that complicated. Don't tell me, well, I don't have time before work. Wake up 10 minutes earlier, eat 10 minutes before you normally would, get your ass out on the street, walk for 10 minutes, then put your happy ass in your car. It's not that hard. If you work a fucking 9 to 5 job, you have a half-hour lunch break. It doesn't take you 30 minutes to eat your lunch. It doesn't. You can go out for a walk after you eat dinner at night. Don't tell me you can't. Netflix will be there when you get back. You can hit the pause button on your DVR if you're watching live TV. I don't give a shit what it is. Like, that's the simplest shit I can give people. But hell, and people underestimate the value of things like that. They underestimate the easy stuff. I'm giving you the fucking 99% of what you can do, how fucking easy this stuff is, but nobody wants to do it because it's inconvenient and hard. Right? Okay, Rachel, I'll use you as an example. When you first started working out at the gym, right? You first started at the gym however many years ago when you looked like SpongeBob, right? Little skinny ass arms coming out.
Yeah.
It was kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, no, dude, I gotta find that deadlift picture.
So scrawny.
When you first started, though, I gave you basic things to get better. Now, were those normal for you at that time?
No.
When you implemented those things, how quick did you see progress?
Oh, I mean, instantly, really, instantly.
Right. It's fast,
Yeah.
right? Now, but it didn't happen in a week like Instagram shows, but it takes time and it takes that discipline, building that discipline, right? It's not, like I said, it's not all sunshine and rainbows and it's not all going to be easy. But if you want to see that progression, you want to see yourself get better, be willing to do those things. And how out of the norm and uncomfortable were some of those things for you to do when you first started?
I didn't know how to do everything. I was crying trying to learn how to jerk. I cried. Like tears.
Yeah.
And it was hard because I wanted to do it so bad, but I couldn't, it was hard. And we just kept doing it. And you know what I mean? Like I wasn't going to give up.
Right.
I could have just been like, fuck it. You made me cry. I'm leaving.
Right. Anyways, basically what I'm getting at, man, is like, if you're not where you want to be, but you're semi-comfortable with what you're doing, get uncomfortable. Get uncomfortable in life. And I think everybody no matter where you are with what you're doing, kind of needs to hear this, right? I know I need this. I know I need those wake up calls, right? Because there's times like where I'll get soft. Like, and I run, right? I run. Why do I run? For me, running is mental, right? Number one, I've said it before. It's that time where I'm by myself. I get time to think, whatever. But running never came easy to me, right? I still, like to this day, I've run 30 fucking miles in a day before. Still to this day, to go out and run 3 miles, which is a tenth of the furthest I've ever ran, is hard for me. And I mean, it's hard for me mentally because I don't want to fucking run, but I know it's gonna help me. I know it's gonna help me mentally. It's gonna help me be stronger mentally. It's gonna help me physically. So I fucking do it. Right? This week, I knew on Wednesday, Tara had distance learning that day. In the middle of the week, you know, since they're back in school, she had distance learning. So I knew she would be home. So that means I did not have to leave the gym immediately following the 8 a.m. class and drive home to get to my son who's there with his grandmother. Right? So I said, all right, Tuesday night, I was at the gym semi-late, right? I don't think I got home until 7:15 or so. I usually try and get in bed by 8 a.m. I had to set the alarm clock earlier the next day to get up so I could run here, coach, work out with you, and run home. Right? Did I want to do that?
No, you didn't.
No way in hell I want to do that. But I knew I needed that kick in the ass to push me to where I want to be. And when I say push me to where I want to be, I'm not just talking about physical. I'm talking about mental, right? You start to accomplish hard tasks, right? Whether it's in the gym or whatever, that builds fucking momentum. That builds momentum. You do stuff like that, like that stuff starts to carry over into other areas and other aspects of your life. You start to attack the things that you don't want to do, right? And that could be a bunch of different things. I know for me, when I'm building momentum like that and I'm doing hard workouts and hard tasks physically, mentally, the stuff that I have to do at the gym that I don't want to do, the paperwork, the billing, the blah, 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 all the bullshit is easier, right? It's easier for me to do that stuff. I don't put it off because mentally I'm just in a better headspace. It puts you in a place where you should be, right? When you're working out hard and you're pushing yourself, right? And you're here consistently with me and I'm making you do the shit that you don't want to do, how much easier is life?
Oh, yeah.
How much easier is work?
It is. It like puts things in perspective when you don't even realize it's doing that. Like it's, you're mentally, like, or subliminally, it's giving you that kind of, like you said, momentum.
Confidence booster for me.
And yeah. I never really realized what it is, but it's just there,
Right. And, I know I'm flying off a little bit and talking about a bunch of different things and kind of bouncing around. But again, I think people just need to hear this message. I do. I think people need a kick in the butt. No matter who you are, no matter how good you think you are, how badass you think you are, how awesome you think you are you really who and where you want to be? If you are, cool, keep doing what you're doing. If not, reevaluate where you were at and what you were doing. I said it a minute ago, like, get comfortable being uncomfortable. Now, as an Olympic weightlifter, how many times have you heard me say that?
Oh, yeah.
1,000,000 times, right?
Because a snatch doesn't feel good.
Get comfortable being uncomfortable. And that goes with so many different things in life, right? Training for sure. If you're doing, say, Mike, I'll use you now as an example. If you're going to go run a mile, right? And I'm trying to get better at running a mile. Should it feel good every time you run a mile?
No. That's where I'm at now. That's what, go ahead.
Right. So
finish your story thought. But
No, I ain't got no story. I'm asking you a
All right.
fucking question.
Yeah, I said, should it be comfortable? No.
Right. So what do you need to do? Be fucking uncomfortable, right?
Right.
You need to be willing to get uncomfortable and push that pace. Man, like the other day where Rachel and I threw some shit in, right? Was it comfortable doing burpees into wall balls?
Oh no, I wanted to throw up, and I love wall balls, and I wanted to. I was like,
Yeah. It was
we
a
haven't done them in. I can't even remember.
Yeah, it'd
the
been a
last time.
minute. It'd been a minute. For the wall balls. I've done a shit ton of burpees,
Right.
No, yeah, I was talking about wall balls.
but yeah, the wall balls I just haven't done. Like it was one of those things I think I put out of my head, you know, because I moved everything where a wall ball targets. I'm like, I can fucking do them over here. Stop being a
Yeah.
puss. Anyways,
Dude,
like,
it
was that comfortable?
No, I was gonna throw up.
Yeah, it's
And
pretty.
it was
awesome.
it wasn't even that many. And like normally, like I can knock out wall balls like nothing, but my core was blown. Like my core was blown out. I was like,
Well, yeah,
oh
it
my
was
God,
a
this is-
compounding effect of everything else you
And
did.
I
at
wanted,
that
and it was
point,
the last
too,
thing
but-
we did, and I was like, fuck. But it's like, of course I'm gonna do it. Like everything hurt, and I literally was gonna throw up.
Right.
And I was like, no, fuck this. I'm not, because he even looked at me. He's like, you're gonna be okay. I was like, fuck it. You know, like sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm getting at. People have to be willing to do the uncomfortable. It's okay to breathe harder than you normally have. It's okay to push yourself to the point, like on a mile run, push yourself to the point where like, fuck, man, I gotta stop. I have to stop because I physically can't do this, or I'm gonna do those wall balls until they literally drop me to my knees. I know I've had that happen before. You know what I mean? Like, but you have to be willing to be uncomfortable. You have to be willing to do something radical. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is radical. I'm not saying that like, oh yeah, I'm trying to run a mile, so tomorrow I'm going to go out and run 20. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you just need to be willing to push yourself to the point that you didn't think you could go to. Right? Like I'll use David Goggins as an example. Right? He talks about the 40% rule. You guys remember the 40% rule?
Oh, yeah.
When you think you're done, you're only 40% of the way there. You got 60% left in the tank. But most people don't realize that. Now, is that always true? No, but I guarantee you, most people where they think they should quit, they got more. They got more in them. And I've seen that countless times over the years coaching people in the gym. Right? Whether it's lifting something or doing something for time, I see people go and then it's like, oh yeah, well, they get in their head, right? And they're like, well, this is where it's supposed to get hard, so I'm going to stop here. Bullshit. Bullshit. That is not where you stop. You keep fucking going. You keep going. Like, have you ever squat till you blacked out? I have.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not trying to sound like fucking Billy Badass right now. You know, how many times have you seen a workout that we've done or you've done or I've done where one of us like literally is tapping out partway through and then you get your ass back in the fight and you're fucking going again?
Yeah, you're even like, no, you're done. You're not going to do it. And I'm like, you know,
Yeah.
I have no business doing it, but I'm going to do it just because
Right.
I need to do it for me.
And that's what I'm saying is like people need to realize that finish line that they're putting in front of themselves it's fake. It's not real. Right? That finish line that you put in front of yourself, it should be 100 yards further. Or it should be a mile longer, whatever the fucking distance is. It should be further than what you think it is. Right? You have more in you. People have way more ability than what they think, but they're just not willing to be uncomfortable. And you have to be. You have to be willing to sacrifice and to suffer. As fucked up as that sounds.
Yeah.
You have to be willing to suffer, right? To get to a goal. And when I'm talking about suffering, I'm not talking about like pain and agony suffering all the time. I'm talking about like just the uncomfortable. Like if you're trying to lose weight, right? Be willing to eat the way you don't eat.
Right.
Be willing to sack the fuck up and, you know, eat some vegetables or just eat less. Yeah, you're going to be a little bit hungry. You know, you're not going to feel great. You know, it's most times when you're trying to get to a goal, you need to suffer. And people don't realize that. They think that it's all sunshine and rainbows. And they think that, well, you know, I've got this macro routine going, so that's going to work for me and it's the magic formula and it's going to feel great. No, it's not. It's not. You know, well, keto's the answer for me. And how long you been doing keto? 3 years. Are you where you want to be? No. Might want to rethink keto, asshole. Right? Like, there's so much that people don't want to evaluate just because they're comfortable. And like I said, there's so much people don't want to hear.
Right.
Because they're comfortable. Right? And like I said, the frustrating part is like, as a coach, it's hard to say this stuff to people. Because people don't want to hear it, or it's the asshole. Where I do give you an answer, and then you tell me why, what you justify what you're doing. Right? And you're really, truly not listening to the answer.
It's like, hey, they say that cheeseburgers help.
Right.
So after asking you, turn around and go do it anyway.
Right. And it's true. It's true, Mike. And like, like I said, it happens all of the time. Hey, what do I need to do this? X, Y, and Z. And then they leave here and they partially do X for 3 days and then they quit. Apply everything. Right? And be consistent. And that's something that drives me nuts too, is when you are doing something new and it's going to be uncomfortable, you're not magically going to feel fucking great and be strong and fast in 3 days. You're not magically going to lose 20 pounds in a week. None of this shit happens overnight. Right? Like, you have to be consistent. If you are switching something up, give it some fucking time. Give it some fucking time, because that's what I see a lot too is, well, I tried this for how long? 3 days? Well, fuck you. Great job. Great fucking job for having the willpower to do something 3 fucking days. Awesome. I know people that don't eat for 3 days. So, way to go, asshole. Like, fucking toughen up. Like, you can't tell me you can't do something for fucking 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month? Come on. Give me a fucking break. Toughen the fuck up. Like, shit's not going to happen overnight. And again, you're probably not going to feel great. You're not going to feel great having to fucking, like, if you want to be a better runner and you're working out here at the gym and I tell you you need to do some extra mileage outside of what you're doing here, you're not going to feel good your first couple weeks because you're tacking on more. But do you want to get fucking better? Then fucking stick to it. Right? Stick to it. And know what the outcome is of what you're trying to do. Know how you're going to feel. Right? Like, if I'm running, let's use that example. If I'm trying to get more miles in because I'm trying to be a better runner, well, fuck, if I'm tacking on mileage and I come in on squat day, my squats probably aren't going to feel great because I'm running more. Okay. Accept it and move on. Right? Don't bitch and whine about it. Right? You know, if you're trying to lose weight, this is a big one too. If you're trying to lose weight, right? My goal is to drop fucking LBs. And I'm eating less, right? Because that's probably a big problem for a lot of people, is they need to fucking eat a little bit less. And they start to drop weight. Holy shit, we're moving towards our goal. And then you come in and you pick up a barbell. You're like, fuck, this feels heavy. There's less weight on my bar. Well, know that there's got to kind of be a trade-off there, right? And that's something like a lot of people don't realize is if you're going to decrease your overall mass, you're probably going to lose some strength.
It's like you're reading my journal or something.
Wait a second.
Wait a minute. Running, drop a couple, things are getting heavier. Hold on.
Mike, this is your intervention episode.
I'm like, wait a second.
It's not even on.
There's a van out front that's here to pick you up and take you to fat camp, Mike.
Awesome. I love fat. They have ice cream there, right?
Oh, can I go?
Yeah. Bring your dog.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Bring all 4 of them. Fuck it. Like, bring all 4 of the dogs.
No, but I can relate to the running part especially. Man, my back is just not good when I run. And so the squat to target with the running.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, this is going to be a shit show. You know? Like, but I was like, just do it, you know? And so no shit. The second mile, you know, so the last stretch of the workout, about halfway through. Well, first of all the running after all those squats, I couldn't fucking run that much. My back is just holding me down. It feels like my knees have a rubber band around them, and then I'm just running with my feet, you know? So like I can't get any stride.
You do that?
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
It's all.
yeah, let me do the squats and then watch me run.
It's all that.
You know,
that,
it's all-
that flip of the foot, right?
Oh yeah, I'm just wound up.
Yeah.
And I can't, like, it feels like my back is about to snap backwards. And I hate it because I love running, obviously, but the last half mile, all of a sudden my back went numb. Like, remember I told you?
Yeah.
I couldn't feel anything. So I'm like, you talk about the 40% rule, and I didn't think about that then, but it kind of goes, your body's more capable
Yeah.
of, it will do what you tell it more than, it's stronger than what your psyche can stop you.
For sure.
So I was like, kind of laughing at myself. I was like, all right, it's numb. Let's go faster. You
Yeah.
know? So sure enough, I forced myself to do a stride. My body listened, and it hurt once I stopped. But that last half mile, I wouldn't even say it felt great. But I literally before that couldn't hit the stride.
Yeah.
And so I wrapped it up and I passed a couple people up and was like,
Yeah.
and that part felt good because I was able to. But aside from that, I know I'm about 3 runs, like 3 of my, what used to be long time ago normal, 3 of my 6-mile runs away from being comfortable running again. And my ass is not getting up and going to do it because of that pain that might happen in the first 2 miles.
That might.
Exactly.
That might.
Exactly. And that's what's holding me back in my head. And I know that if I want that, then that's what I need to do. And my weight also, when I run,
Yeah.
my metabolism's a lot faster. I just know my body. And to me, that's my answer. I'm like, I eat half-ass now, but it's half-ass better than it was a year ago. Like a lot
last
better.
year you were a bag of shit.
Oh God,
yeah.
it was horrible. It
Yeah,
was just terrible. So now I'm like better, but like a lot better at eating. But I got to get that. For me, I know I got to get that running there. It'll take care of a lot. It's going to boost me, but my ass isn't getting out there and running. So I hear you.
Yeah.
I'm going to change.
Well, that 40% roll, man, it really is true, and I've seen it.
You felt it, I'm sure, plenty of times,
Well,
right?
yeah, and I'll use 2 other people other than myself, two women. I'll use you, right? I've seen Rachel like on a barbell, right, where Rachel has that uncommon ability to just be able to black out and go, right, and just fucking find that strength just crazy, right? I've seen it on a max deadlift out of you. I've seen it on deadlift reps at that CrossFit competition, right? Where she had that approach to the bar, like, I can't do this. And then it was like something kicked in and screaming in her face, kicked in. And all of a sudden, like, there was way more left in the tank than what she realized and what she thought. The other one I'll use is Tara. When we ran that 6-hour race, was that not this past New Year's Eve, the New Year's Eve before, she put 24 point something miles in. She trained for that, running at most she ran was 2 miles. And that was here at the gym. That's insane. Like, the most you've ran in the prior 6 months in one go is 2 miles. And then you just did 24 in a 6-hour period. Right? And like she said, like talking to her after, it was like, I was doing it and I just kept going. I knew there was more and just kept going. And, and that's just, again, it's just getting to that point of like, all right, this is uncomfortable as all get out, but I know I can do this. I know there's more there. She didn't feel good for about a week after that, but there's always more there than what you think. You just have to be willing to push yourself to that, right? How many times have I so subtly convinced you, like, to get more weight on a barbell and then just do it?
Oh, I mean, like
how many times?
all the time. I mean, all the time.
And it's, you're going to do it. And then like for Rachel, I know Rachel. I know how to do that with her, right? I've been training her and been her workout partner for so long now. Like, I know, like, as soon as I tell her that it's okay, it's like, oh fuck, it really is okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like that. And all of a sudden she's like, okay, there is more there. And then all of a sudden the weight that I suggested, she's putting more on top of that.
It is true. It's like, you'll be like, I'll be like, I don't know. And you'll like put some weight on the bar. And then as soon as he says that, I'm like, okay, well, now I've gotten past that little hump. Like, I don't know if my form was good. You know what I mean? I'm just like, I'm in my head for some reason. He just gives me that, and then I take off. And you know, I don't know why. It's a weird. It's my hiccup.
And it's that breaking point for you, right?
Yeah.
You're kind of unlocking that gate, and you're opening up that next area, right?
Funny, I don't even think about these things because it just happens, you know.
Yeah. So, anyways, you know, kind of back to what I was saying, man. Like, I think everybody just needs to sack up a little bit, you know. And I know it's weird because we always come back to goals, right? And we talk about goals a lot. And I honestly think too, people really need to reevaluate goals. You know, not the first of the year. Don't wait till next January 1st or New Year's Eve or whatever. Don't wait until any specific time. Just reevaluate where you're at. Like, are you where you want to be? Okay, awesome. You're not. How do we get to where we want to be? Right? And are you willing to do the things that it's going to take to be where you want to be? And that's the biggest part. Because if you're not willing to do those things, that's not a goal. That's not a goal. That's a wish list. I wish I could lose weight. I wish I could run faster. I wish I could lift heavier. Well, keep fucking wishing. Because a goal is something that you're willing to put in work for to get that fucking result. All right? Like, I don't wish for shit. I'm going to fucking work for it. Like, if I want something, I'm going to put in the fucking work for it. You know, because if not, it's all fucking hot air, man. You're just fucking blowing smoke. And stop blowing smoke. Stop fucking lying to people.
It gets annoying.
It does. Stop lying to people.
It's so annoying.
Stop lying to me. Stop lying to your mom. Stop lying to your fucking cousin. Stop lying to Mike. Mike's sick of fucking hearing it. Mike is sick of hearing it. Look at him. He's sick of it. Like, nobody wants to fucking hear it. Nobody wants to fucking hear the bullshit. Like, especially when it's the same motherfucker telling you the same motherfucking thing over and over and over and over. Like, dude, I've heard this shit before. It's the boy who cried wolf, right? Stop fucking yapping. Like, if you ain't gonna do anything about it, stop, because that's not your goal, right? But just be honest. Be honest with who you are, where you're at, what you really want to do. You really want to do something? Let's fucking go. Let's do it.
And you know, we talk about small wins. So you know, you talk about the 10-minute walks.
Yeah.
Start with change. You know, like easy change.
Yeah.
Make it easy for yourself.
Yeah, and you know what? And I'm going to go the opposite route of that. Do something radical you normally wouldn't do. You know what I mean? Like, if you know that you're uncomfortable, like, and it could be something simple but radical to you. If you know, say you're a person, and there's so many people like this that come home from work, right? They eat dinner and then they sit on the couch and they watch TV, right? That's most people at night. And say you've been doing that for 10 years straight. That's your routine, because that's normal for a lot of people. Tonight, you're going to get home and you're going to eat dinner and you are going to do one of those 10-minute walks. For some people, that is radical. That's huge. They're like, oh my God, I'm not going to sit down and watch, you know, The Office tonight or watch whatever you're watching. Like, that may be it. It may be like, hey, the most I've done is walk for the last 10 years. Tomorrow morning, that walk is going to turn into a walk run. I'm going to run a minute and walk a minute for 20 minutes. Or, you know, I'm not giving you exact workouts to do or anything like that, but do something that you normally would not do. Yeah. Do something that's going to make you, like, it's going to snap you out of it. It's going to make you feel uncomfortable. It's going to make, it's a radical change, right? It's something that hopefully will spark something, right? Because like I said, there is so much to be said with doing hard things. The harder the things are that you do, everything else seems easy. And I said, you know, you've been here at 6 a.m. with the classes. And I've said that a few times, and I don't know if you've heard it or not, because at the end of a workout, a lot of times people are so just like, what the hell are you talking about? But I've said it, like, we'll have a hard workout in the morning, and I'll say it to the 6 a.m. crew more than anybody. I say your day only gets easier and better from here because you just did something extremely hard. And it's so true. It's so true. You do that hard stuff, everything else is easy. Everything else in life is going to be easy. You know, and you start to callous things over and you start to get tougher. I'm not just talking about physically, but I'm talking about mentally, right? And you start to build so much strength and momentum that way. Like, I can't say enough about doing hard things, right? Like that's a David Goggins thing. You know, his thing is do something hard every single day. Do something that's hard for you every day, right? Whether that's run, bike, swim, lift, you know, whatever.
Do something that was on your to-do list for 2 years. Like, that you just didn't want to do, get it done. Like, I mean, it doesn't even have to be like working out wise. I mean, there's so many aspects of life this all applies to.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. And that's yeah, it's so true. So true. So many things. So many different things. All right. So today we're going to end this episode. Okay. What I want right now, and you're going to have about 30 seconds to think about this, is I want you guys to tell me one thing that you guys are going to do that is uncomfortable going forward from here. I'm talking about you, Rachel, and you, Mike. Something that you are going to do that you normally would not do, that's going to challenge you to be a little bit uncomfortable and fucking kick yourself in the ass. What are you going to do that's going to fucking push you a little bit? Mike, what do you got?
I'll do my run on Sundays.
Okay. How far?
I'll do a walk run 6 miles because I can. I'm sure I could run as much as I can, but for some reason, I'll give myself a little walk in there.
Yeah, I'm going to take this. I'm going to
it was either that or it was a 2 mile run.
Okay, I'm gonna force you to be accountable right now.
All right,
you okay with that?
Yeah, do it.
You have to post it.
Okay.
Social media. I want to see your phone.
Cool.
Because I know you use a run app. Rachel, what do you got?
No, I'm trying to think.
I want to know what Wellington is going to do too.
Well, will he go on 2 walks?
We're going to hold him accountable. Wellington, you bad boy. Oh, I'm sorry. Come on, Rachel. What you got?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. Like, I mean, I guess I could go.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you one you think for a second. Mine, I'm going to go at least 20 miles a week. At least 20 miles a week training, like running, on top of my regular workouts. So that somehow I'll hit 20. If it comes to Saturday and I haven't run, it looks like we're going to get a 20-mile run in that day. Like, but I will get 20 miles in on top of my regular workouts every week just because I know it's uncomfortable. That's going to force me, like Wednesdays, I'm going to have to run to work and home from work, right, to make sure I get 8 miles that way or whatever. Like, I'll make sure I get the 20. I'll make sure I get the 20. Like, it's uncomfortable. What do you got?
I mean, I don't even know. So I'm just trying to think, like, with like life right now, that I'm not getting the extra. You know, I've got a lot going on, which is not an excuse. It's just a lot. So I fall into a thing. Well, once I leave here, I'll do my walk and stuff like that. I usually do 2 walks because it's darker, but it's light now. So I don't know. I was thinking in the later afternoon doing like a run or a row, like every day do something because. Okay. I'm getting in that rut where I'm staying up till 11 o'clock and I'm just literally working and doing stuff like constantly.
Okay. So how are you going to be accountable for it?
I'll just tell you. I don't know. Like I don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
Can you take a picture of the row machine?
Oh yeah.
Or something else. Send it to me and then I'll put it on.
Yeah.
Cast iron.
I mean, I could post it. I could go on social media. I just haven't been looking at it because that's one thing. Like, you know,
well, yeah, and I know you know it's not where your head's at right now. But if you send it to me, I'll put it up too.
Okay, do that.
Yeah, time to get uncomfortable, kids.
Yeah,
time to get uncomfortable. We'll leave you guys today with, if you have questions, ask. Okay, I say this every episode at the end. Email us, castironworkouts@gmail.com. You can leave a message in comments on the videos or on an Instagram, Facebook. I don't give a shit wherever. Send us a direct message. Unless your name's Jared Moyla, please don't.
Just fucking Jared. Great feedback from that guy, by the way.
Yeah. Dude's fantastic. And we still need that return episode with Jared where it just gets weird. So, yeah, ask. If you got questions, like I said before, I'm willing to help people. Like I can't stress that enough. And I've said it a million times. Like, you need help, that's what I'm here for, man. Like, I'm trying to help people. Don't sit quiet.
And I was going to say something for the Cast Iron members, if they hear this. Something I've been trying to dial or add into some of the workouts just as notes was for them to post their times or post what they did or how it felt. Because, that I'm sure helps you and it kind of makes it a little more real for them too after they've done their workouts.
Yeah, it's accountability.
Right. So they put their stuff up too. Just show us what you've been doing and how it's been going. I want to see some times.
Yeah. Yeah.
Things like that.
Accountability is big. Like I said, I'm holding Mike and Rachel accountable with the stuff that they just talked about. I'm not doing my shit. Nobody's going to hold my ass accountable. No, if you do though, if you truly do need help with something, let us know. I'm always willing to help people that, number one, need the help, but are willing to get uncomfortable and apply those things that we're trying to do to help them get to where they want to be and to reach those goals. I know I got a little hot today. People, some of you people aren't used to hearing me this way. This is what you get out of me. I mean, in all honesty, this is usually what you get out of me as a coach, right? Like face to face is, I'm a little bit louder than what people see on the podcast. I'm probably a little bit more animated.
Just a little bit.
And it's like I said, I try and keep people with kid gloves because I know a lot of people do need that. But if you really want the truth, I'm going to give you the truth. And if you're looking for the truth and you're looking for a way to get better and you are willing to make those changes, hit me up, man. Hit me up. Whether you're a member at the gym, Cast Iron, if I don't even know you, let me try and help you. I think that a lot of people though could benefit from hearing this. So if you did listen to this whole episode, thank you. And don't be afraid to share it with somebody that you know. Yeah, that's all I got. Mike, you got anything?
Nah, just even if you're not a member, show us on whatever you see. Tell us a workout that you've done lately. Just anybody. That's it.
Cool. Rach, you got anything to add?
No. I mean, the one thing I always think about, when I need a little kick up, with motivation, I listen to the Arnold Schwarzenegger, sleep faster.
His 10 rules for success.
Yeah, and it's just,
that's pretty good.
For some reason, that one always gets me. I don't know, it always gets me because so I'm just gonna leave it with that.
Okay,
look up something that you into.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all people need. Maybe they didn't need to hear me drop a ton of F-bombs. And Mom, if you do watch this, I apologize. But sometimes people need to hear that, right? I think they do. And I know, for me personally, there's times where I get in that David Goggins mode where I got to hear Goggins, basically tell me I'm a little bitch. Dude, sack up. You don't have an excuse about anything or for anything. You don't have an excuse to be weak. You don't have an excuse not to be where you're at. Your only excuse is bullshit. So anyways, guys, I'll leave you with that today. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Hopefully you guys had a great week and rolling into the springtime weather. So now you really ain't got no excuses. You get to get outside and be warm. We'll see you guys next time.